Hi guys, welcome back to America's Freedom Media. We've got a video today. We're going to do a Republican health care bill. Senate Majority Leader McConnell says in a visit to his home state of Kentucky that the Republicans might have to work with the Democrats to get health care passed. Well, why are the Democrats obstructing then? And my answer is because they're just pure demons. They could really care less about the American people, and that's a dang shame. The Republicans, on the other hand, have the House, the Senate, and the White House, and have had 7 years to get a health care bill ready to be passed. Yet they've not done it. Why is that? Are they also obstructing President Trump and his agenda? That's what it looks like to me, and that's a blessed shame. They're really out of control on Capitol Hill, and personally I suggest that everybody call their representatives in Congress and in the Senate, and I would also urge you to call the White House itself and complain about the situation, because that's the only way anything is going to ever get done, I do believe. If we have to put pressure on them ourselves, then we must do so. Well, I've got a clip here from Fox News in regards to health care that I'd like you to watch, and then I'll be right back with you to talk more with you about it.
Let's bring in our panel for more. Chris Nywame is a Republican strategist and a contributor to the Hill newspaper. Michael Starr Hopkins is a Democratic strategist and contributing writer to the Huffington Post. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
A lot that I want to get to, and I want to start with you, Chris, and I want to play a soundbite from Senator McConnell. He was in his home state of Kentucky. Listen to what he said about Medicaid, and I want to get your reaction.
What can you say to Kentuckians to assure them that they aren't going to be the ones left out in the cold on this?
Well, with regard to the Medicaid expansion, nothing we're looking at has any impact on that for a number of years in the future. So nobody currently on Medicaid is going to lose their Medicaid.
Chris, I want to get your reaction. Of course, in the short term, perhaps nobody would be affected, but in the long term, hundreds of thousands of people just in Kentucky stand to be affected by the changes in the Senate.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, Leader McConnell needs to kind of look at what some of these people are saying out in the states. I mean, West Virginia, other states, you know, this impact would impact their citizens, as some of them are on Medicaid. So, you know, I tell you, they need to get more in touch with some of the details of this bill and be more involved.
It seems pretty obvious to me that the Rhino establishment, being Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell and others, are obstructing the president at every turn, especially with this health care and going into the tax reforms. They're obstructionists.
The fact that
no better than
this
the
week
Democrats.
He said he may be interested in bringing in Democrats. When you hear sound bites like that, do you think Democrats are going to get on board?
You know, I do think Democrats are going to get on board. We're not going back to a time and place where pre-existing conditions weren't covered, when people had to rely on going to the emergency rooms for basic health care. We're going to move forward, and there's 3 easy ways that we can do that. Number one, if we look at cost share subsidies, if those are guaranteed, that'll put the marketplace in a position where it has confidence.
Sounds like a typical Democrat strategy. Throw money at it, and hopefully it'll go away.
Funded by the state,
subsidies.
and so they basically issued a reinsurance. That's the second perfect thing. And then third, if we incentivize insurers coming back into the marketplace,
we need to stop incentivizing and doing subsidies for insurance companies.
Okay, but
that's another bailout ploy. No, our tax dollars don't need to go to that.
That's a lot for states to pay for. Some of these states are saying we can't pay for it. We need the federal government to pay for it.
Which is true. And if we allow the states to work with the federal government to bring down those premiums, then the federal government will be spending less money, states will be spending less money, and let's be honest about this, we're reinvesting in people's health. Health security is national security.
Not to sound mean or heartless,
right,
but
Chris,
my federal tax dollars and your federal tax dollars don't need to go to invest in other people's health. If one wants to invest in their health care, invest in it personally. That's a personal responsibility. That is not government's responsibility. Be responsible for your own health and welfare.
And he particularly said that making it an open market where insurance can be sold across lines. We've heard that from Senator Paul, we've heard that from Senator Cruz, and I'm curious, from your perspective, what do you think senators are going to be stuck on this week?
Well, it's odd that they're stuck on anything in the sense that they've got a majority. This is the time to get things done. I mean, obviously, healthcare is a complicated thing, and it affects every state differently. But they really need to come together. I think if the president wants
the
this,
Republican Rhino establishment doesn't want to come together. They've been obstructing the president from day one. They've had 7 years to complete this bill, and yet
there's a government-run healthcare system that has numerous problems with primary health, and we've seen problems there. So this idea that there are not problems with the law that need to be changed, those are going to remain. But this is really their opportunity to do it. They need to conference together.
I can tell you this, Leader McConnell
and make something happen here.
Speaker Ryan,
okay,
if the Republicans don't come together and the Republicans do not keep their promise to repeal and replace Obamacare, keyword there is repeal Obamacare, the Republican Party will be finished in 2018.
I think it's imperative on
the
Paul
Democrats
Ryan
will smash
to
it.
work with the Democrats on crafting legislation that can not only make its way through the Senate, but also make its way through the House and have the president sign it. Look, when we talk about people's health care, we talk about something that affects every single American.
I agree with Dr. Charles Krauthammer, the Fox News contributor and best-selling author. We are headed in a few short years to a single-payer health care similar to the Canadian and the United Kingdom, which is really going to be bad for America, because that is going to put us at the mercy of our health care being run exclusively by the government, which is horrible, and that is not what we want. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I hope you found it informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell, and please watch my channel for more updates on healthcare. Thank you very much, and have a blessed night.